finally got Louis Smolka back here in the program. Matheus Nicolau coming up for him December 30th, UFC 219. Big fight card. It's usually traditionally the second biggest fight card of the year is the New Year's Eve show, the first one being the Super Bowl show. So this is a big fight card, and you're on it. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. Second year in a row they had me on this card. First year went pretty badly, but I think they're giving me a shot at redemption right now, so I'm pretty happy.
You're having some problems right now in the UFC. You're not doing so hot. Is there a reason why? I mean, let's be honest though. It's not like they're scumbags. I mean, Moreno's great, Berg's great, Elliott's great. Like you're banging into some really good competition, but still, it's 3 losses in a row.
Yeah, it sucks, but I mean, I don't know. The biggest change I'm trying to make is I'm trying to not drink every night during fight camp. Yeah, I went through a stretch there where I was kind of blacking out every night. Yeah, I don't know. I like to drink, man. I like to party.
Well, that's the nature of the beast. It's an extreme sport. So when you're not competing, you tend to party hard. Like I have a lot of friends right now that out of train camp, and I'm in LA right now, working tomorrow on a movie, and they're like, "Oh, you're in town. Let's go out tonight. I'm like, "No, man, I can't. I got to work in the morning. I can't be out with you guys because they're going to drink until they black out, and then it's going to be a mess." So I get it, but during fight camp, you were doing this.
Yeah, until about 2 weeks out, I would just drink till I black out every night. I was just bored. Honestly, I'm just so bored all the time. It might be a discipline issue. You just so you're done with training, right? It's 8 or 9 o'clock, and you're like, all right, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna have a beer. 1 turns into 2, 2 turns into 3, 3 turns into the whole case. You know what I mean?
But you don't ever seem to have a problem making weight, so the extra calories aren't affecting you that much.
Yeah, I have to skip meals and stuff for it, and honestly, a few of the weight cuts were pretty rough.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm trying to the last one was pretty bad. I mean, it might just be because we didn't have access to a jacuzzi too, because that's always a bitch. I like having access to a jacuzzi because it's constant temperature as opposed to using a bath, which the temperature fluctuates. It gets a little annoying, but yeah.
Yeah, hot, cold. Yeah, jacuzzi will stay at that temp the whole time. Did you have to go seek help to stop drinking, or you just screw it, I can't drink during this training camp?
I got lectured after the last one. My coaches and my fiance, they've been on me about it for a while, but I kind of was just being hard-headed about it. No, I can do this. But then the Elliott one, I was all right, okay, I might legitimately not be able to do this anymore.
Yeah, that was a tough decision to lose. For the folks at home, he lost to Tim Elliott by decision back in April. That was a tough decision to watch you lose. Because I thought the fight, I wasn't sure to be honest, I wasn't sure if you were going to win the fight, but I thought it'd be a little bit more competitive than it was. You could see as it got later that you kind of started having a few issues. Timing was off a little bit. You started breaking defense too. Your hands started coming up a little wider, and you weren't defensively oriented from the coming to those later rounds.
Yeah, I kind of panicked a little bit. I mean, I was kind of thrown off too by the southpaw. We weren't really expecting him to try to fight from southpaw and shoot immediately the whole time. We thought he would at least try to stand a little bit longer. Because he stood with Demetrius, right? He was trying to hurt him standing, so I thought he would try to do the same to me, but he didn't do any of that. So I was kind of thrown off by this just shooting immediately thing, just try to take me down. I was like, "What are you doing?" I thought we were gonna bang, but I guess he wanted to wrestle, So I was like, "All right, fuck, it was my fault. I misjudged what he was gonna do, and it was my fault."
So you had a game plan coming in, but then he didn't agree with the game plan. And he threw a wrench in it, and you couldn't adapt. You couldn't figure out a way to adapt from that.
No, I got confused. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the weight cut took a little bit too much out of me too. I had a bad one that time.
Okay. So what's your weight like right now? We're looking at we're about 30 days out. What's your weight look like right now?
52, I think this morning. 51. So not too bad. That's pretty light.
Hold on. What weight do you have to make?
25.
So you're 25 pounds over. That's not...
Yeah.
For a guy your size, that's a huge amount of your body weight. That's a tremendous amount of your body weight to try to cut that out. If you're an 85-pounder and you're 25 pounds over, you got to kind of be concerned a little bit.
I don't. It's not that big a deal to me. It just comes off. It's not that hard for me. I can just do it. I don't know what to tell you, Frank.
That's
it's not that
awesome.
hard.
I could never. When I showed up one time for a fight, and I was 21 pounds over the week of, and I was in full panic mode. There was no way I was gonna get the weight off. And I was doing that at 170, so I can't even imagine. Oh, no, I was doing that at 170. I couldn't even imagine trying to pull it off at 125 because it's so much more. It's a bigger percentage of your body weight. That's a lot of weight coming out of you. So what do you walk into the cage at on fight night? How much do you weigh when you walk in?
I've had my best performances around like 38 to 42. Has there been where I've done my best? Maybe like 45.
So are you going to lose? I mean, like I said, we're only about 30 days out from making weight. Are you going to lose like another 5 or 6 pounds between now and then of real weight, before you actually have to start making the weight cut?
Yeah, like core weight, I'm probably going to lose about 10 or so. And like any amount over that will probably be a lot of water.
Okay.
Like, because of the water manipulation, like it's kind of like, well, my girl Kelsey Yeoman, she kind of does my water and salt manipulation. She's doing my diet for this fight too. And she kind of has been doing this water and salt manipulation thing with me, and I'm able to lose like 12 pounds. I've done 12 pounds of water like cake. Like it only took like 2 hours to do like 12 pounds of water.
Wow, that's actually really good, and for those people at home that don't cut weight, like once you start getting into cutting weight, okay, 1 hour I lose X amount of weight. I know that at this weight I lose, when you're heavier you might lose 8 pounds in an hour, and then when you get a little bit lighter, you're like, I'm only gonna lose 6 pounds in an hour, and that's just how the body works. And then but if you're losing like 12 pounds in your last weight cut in 2 hours, that's incredible. Like that's a huge amount of liquid to get out of your system. So obviously whatever she's doing is working. It's obviously coming in. You might want to keep that a secret and not let anybody else pay her well enough so no one else can use her.
Yeah. Well, they could use her a few odds. I don't care. I got to give my girl credit. She's an animal. She's really good. That's
awesome. Okay, well, let's talk about Matheus. Did you have to do anything different for this fight to get ready for him? Is there anything that you looked at and was like, oh, I better work on this quite a lot for this fight camp?
I mean, I'm just trying to do everything, just cover all my bases, like always do my grappling. I'm trying to work a little bit harder on wrestling just because the last couple fights I haven't really defended takedowns. Mm-hmm. I mean, I haven't really needed to for a while, but now it's just like, I don't know, guys are like starting to take me down and not really do anything there. So I gotta have to actually like stop the takedown because of points, Yeah. But I mean, I'm probably not gonna stop them all this fight, but I'll at least try.
So did you have to bring somebody in specifically to wrestle you harder, or did you have to change your normal partner group up?
I just actually have to like try to defend the takedown. Like I don't know, like because I was drinking too and stuff, I was kind of lazy to use that energy to actually defend takedowns. Like it's a lot of energy to use, especially when you're hungover to wrestle. So I kind of just let people take me down and try to like grapple them. But
So like now, hold on. Let me get this straight. You went through the last like 3 training camps, either drunk or hungover. That's basically what you're telling me. You did 3 training camps, drunk and hungover.
No, I've done this like since I've done this for a long time.
Literally, since you've been in the UFC back in 2015, you've been drunk and hungover the entire training camp, minus the last 2 weeks of the before the fight.
Yeah, minus the last 2 weeks for the cut. Yeah.
So that's amazing because you look at the guys you beat, and then the guys you got beat by, you go to decision. So now you have to understand, like you take a guy like Tim Elliott, once he hears this interview, he's gonna go like, he was hungover and drunk the entire time, and I beat him in a decision. I didn't smash him down. Like that's a huge. I know it sounds like I'm trying to butter you up a little bit here, but that's a huge deal because when I get hungover, there's no way I'm going to go into a hard sparring practice or go hard. Like I could barely function. It's like I just got to get in the ocean and get my salt balance back together again, so I get rid of the hangover. I can't think about like trying to do arm bars and triangles and having somebody kick me in the stomach. Like that'd be ridiculous. And you do that for 8 weeks, 10 weeks.
I pretty much do it year round. It's kind of like just how I learned to function. I don't know. I've just been doing it since I was a kid. Like I would just be hungover all the time.
So are you? So this training camp, are you not drinking at all during this training camp?
I'm trying my best not to. I mean, it's like way less. I'm trying my best.
You're a smart kid. You're not an idiot. Are you gonna have to go? Are you gonna have to go get some help on this? Are you gonna have to go in and get some rehab on this? Even drinking that much as a kid, I mean, you look at your liver. Like your liver can't be doing good. When was the last time you had your liver checked?
Never. Not an issue.
It's not an issue. It functions. It's fine.
I don't want to hear.
Yeah, I know. It just amazes me that someone as good as you are can do this. imagine if you weren't doing that, how good you'd be. You know, if you can get that under control.
Shit, if I'd have been doing coke the whole time, I would have been John Jones, because that's what he does. He just gets coke. I was just missing half the thing. Like, I was just missing half the formula.
Allegedly. Oh, no, he did get caught for that one. He did get caught for that. Yeah. Man, that's crazy. All right, man. Hey, you got
that guy's my fucking idol, dude. That guy's my fucking idol.
I know. He gets away with it. He pulls it off. All right, so what do you think about your opponent? Like, you said you're just going to defend the takedowns. That's your biggest thing on this one, but you're not worrying about too much else that Matheus has?
Well, like, I'm worried about, like, well, my like evaluation of him is I call them taijutsu fighters. He's like a classic Brazilian dude, Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like American wrestle boxers.
Yeah.
I call them taijutsu fighters. Yeah, that's kind of my evaluation of him. Kind of like similar to like an Edson Barboza, Renan Barão, Jose Aldo type thing. I know he kind of started. I think he started out of Nova União, and I know he's been like going around to like Greg Jackson's and like Frankie Edgar's gyms. One of my guys, Martin Day, actually like sparred with him and trained with him at Edgar's when he helped Edgar out for the Yair fight.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I just know he's like I'm trying not to like cross too many lines, but I just know he's like a jiu-jitsu guy. He's like a jiu-jitsu black belt.
Yep.
And like a Muay Thai type striker, kind of like foundation, kind of similar to like Barboza and like Aldo and Barão. So I mean, it needs to be adapted for. It needs to be planned for. I mean, and like just like I was saying, I just like to be able to stop some takedowns this fight. That would be cool.
So Hawaii Elite opened up a brand new facility. I've been seeing the photos. I haven't gotten out there yet, but I've seen all the photos. I'm stalking around on social. How is it? Does it look as nice as it? Is it really as nice as it looks in the photos?
Yeah, it is that nice, dude. It's sick. It's just like it's a really good facility. In my opinion, one of the best like MMA facilities on the island.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's tough, especially space and to get. But now it's in a position where when there was a split, obviously, a year ago or more so, between the Gracie Technic guys and the Hawaii Elite guys, and now they're two different camps. Is there enough training partners for you down there? Is there enough work partners? Are you having to call guys on the island and go, hey, look, can you come down to my side and train with me for a couple, 3-4 days?
We got a really solid team right now. I mean, we have like Tyson Nam, who's smashing it out in Russia. We have Martin Day, Russell Doan, our boy Ian Delacruz is fighting, Ryan Dela Cruz, Micah Abreu, or Mahikoa, sorry, he changed his name, Micah Mahikoa. Just like we have like a ton of guys. Like we have a lot of beasts that train out of our gym. I know Dung actually trains with us a lot too. Like he comes and kickboxes with us and stuff. Like we have like hammers, dude. Like honestly, and it's not like the split was like this huge thing where everybody's like, no, fuck you, like whatever. Like we're honestly, all the boys are still on really good terms in my opinion. Like, like I go over to techniques every now and then. Like, I mean, Rylan's gonna come up with me and do my jiu-jitsu. Like he's gonna be cornering me. It's just a little bit of.
So yeah, it was the coach's issue. It wasn't the fighter's issue. Which is usually what it is. There's some and I'm not saying an issue. I'm saying there's a disagreement between Charles and Rylan. They had to work it out business wise, and they decided to split camps. But the fighters don't care, especially on an island like Oahu. You can't be mad at another fighter because in 10 minutes you're gonna have to call him back and be like, dude, I'm sorry, I need you to train with me. I need your body. Like there's just not enough, And that's the one thing that was coming from the mainland, moving on the island that you learned real quick. You might be angry with somebody, but tell them why you're angry. Do it very quickly. Let them know and get over it. Go have a beer together and be done with it because you can't burn a bridge on the island because that one person knows 10 other people that won't talk to you or won't associate with you, and all of a sudden now you're like, and I'm stuck. Like there's no one to help me out. Like I'm totally out here alone on it. So it's tough to learn.
Yeah, no, it's like it's a very like small knit community and stuff. Yeah. But like, from like the coaches and the fighters, like the split and whatever, I think it was just like a business thing. You know, like if it's like you need separate incomes and whatever. Like, I want to run at this, I want to run at this. So it's like, fuck, well, this isn't gonna work. Yeah. So you split and you just, it is what it is. It kind of sucks, but we go our separate ways, and like all the boys still train together and stuff. Like I'll go over there, I'm like more than welcome to go hang out, grapple, spar with like Max, Yancy, all them. Like they don't mind. Like it's just like shit, my striking coach needs to do his own thing, your grappling coach needs to do his own thing, and like fuck, like sucks, bro. I'll see you. You know what I mean? I'll see you in like 10 minutes. It's all good, you know? Just a little bit more of like a coordination thing now amongst the fighters, but it's not a big deal.
Wow, that's crazy. All right. Well, Louis, I want to end this part of the interview, but I want to do something with you here in a second. But thanks so much for coming on here. I really appreciate it, man. This is going to be a great fight. I can't wait to watch it. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me, dude.
You got it, man.